Ah, sí, ahora sí.
Oh, we are so fortunate to have you here today, Prabhu. Jai, Hariyananda,
Jai.
Prabhu, Aditi Nandan, and
Dandava.
Priyatama, Bhagavati, Priya Dakshina, Haribo, Dandavat, Dandavat, Harinanda,
Dandavas, Maharaj.
Dandavat.
Dandavas, Pranam Prabhu.
This is Lochan Prabhu and his daughter Emma. Lochan Prabhu,
Loshan Prabhu. Dandavas.
Lochan, and this is Hariyananda and his associates in Spain. Prabhu, Lochan Prabhu, they cannot understand English. Do you think you can translate what I say into Spanish?
I think you can try. Yes.
Yes.
Why not? Silencio. I think I can try to translate. Yes, of course.
Okay.
No problem.
Usually-
Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes, Prabhu. Gusto conocerle.
Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto.
Hola. Mucho gusto. Esa es su hija, me imagino.
Es Emma.
Emma,
Emma. Hola, Emma.
Emma princesa. Hola, hola. Se vio.
Se está riendo, sí. Bien, muy bien.
Hola.
You have the Princess of Princeton.
La princesa de Princeton.
Yes.
Ah, ándale. How have you been, Maharaj?
I'm okay, Prabhu. Yes,
Okay. Glad to hear that.
yes.
Okay. When can we have the blessing of having the sanghas in person again?
Yeah, we haven't seen you in a long time now, but I always remembering you, always thinking of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes, sometimes you're able to see Krishna Kesava Prabhu there at the YMCA.
Yeah, at the YMCA, yes.
Yes.
You too, huh? At the YMCA?
Sí.
Dandavas, Prabhu. Keshava.
Huh? From Stockton? Oh, Amanda.
Aquí hay otra persona.
Sí.
Amanda Hearns. The president. Amanda, are you there? Can you hear us? I don't know if she can hear us, so we can't hear her.
It's saying connecting to audio.
Oh, I see. So Shanta Maharaj had a grand festival in the Sringapali. Huh? You see the pictures from there?
Yes, very nice.
Hare Krishna, Amanda, can you hear us?
Hello.
Hare
Yeah.
Krishna. Namaste, good. Nice to have you here.
It's good to see you.
Thank you
Good
for
to see
joining us.
Of course.
Now, this is Amanda, we have Hariyananda right next to you. That's Hariyananda and his family from Spain. They're coming from Spain.
Hello.
And then there's Lochan Prabhu up there with the princess.
Hello.
That's Princess Emma and Lochan Prabhu. And this is Amanda. Amanda is the president of the Science of Life Club at Stockton University with Krishna Kesava Prabhu.
Nice to meet you.
Nice being.
Emma, can you say Hare Krishna?
Hare Krishna.
Jai Hari Bol. So nice. What is this?
Sajan from Quebec.
Hariyananda, will Shanta Maharaj be able to join us today, dear? Lochan, can you translate? Will
Yeah.
Shanta Maharaj be able to join us today? Ask Harinanda.
Yes.
Okay. Shanta Maharaj nos va a acompañar esta tarde.
Prabhu, no lo sé porque esta mañana me hizo una pequeña llamada por WhatsApp, Prabhu Yadugopal, y ellos estaban, el Maharaja estaba haciendo unos asuntos administrativos en Ekachakra, y lo logré ver un poquito y lo saludé, pero no sé si ellos lograron regresar a Nirsinghapal, no lo sé. Entonces, en la mañana, Yadugopal me dijo que no estaba seguro que hoy podía estar en la reunión porque estaban haciendo diligencia y no sabía y que tal vez si se pudiese unir, tal vez sería más tarde cuando ya estuviera comenzado. Entonces, por eso yo, previniendo eso, le escribí al Prabhu, que echaba a ver si yo no iba a entrar porque si no está Yadugopal, yo no entiendo el inglés. Entonces él me estaba pidiendo disculpas por eso, porque casi no entro porque
Okay.
no.
He said that he had a WhatsApp call with him early this morning, and that he was doing some management activities at some place,
Ekachakra, yes. Yeah.
and he seems to be quite busy. And he told him that he might be able to connect today, but later. But he cannot assure that he was going to be able to. But yeah. So,
Okay. Well, I was asking because Sajan Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Dhanavad. Sajan, can you hear us?
Yep.
Oh. Sajan Prabhu is from Orissa, Cuttack, in India, and he was joining us, and he knows Orissan and Shantamaraj know how to speak on Orissa also. So hoping he would be here to talk with him.
Sajan is fluent in English, though.
Yes, he understands English, but he wanted to meet Shanta Maharaj.
okay.
And, and Amanda, I understand you know Portuguese also?
Yes.
Yes.
I know Brazilian Portuguese.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been learning to be more fluent in speaking it, but I can understand it.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
Lochan Prabhu, do you know Portuguese also?
No. I mean, I could
No.
take some words, but not everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was, Hayananda was speaking Spanish, right? And I could understand a couple of words.
See what he said in Spanish?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah.
Oh,
It's a
very
bit
good.
similar, yes. A bit similar.
Namaste, Amanda. Nice to see you.
Namaste, you too. Who's this?
That's me. That's Krishna Keshav. I have to use
Oh,
a
I
separate
see.
headset.
Oh, hello. Okay, I see.
I knew that voice.
Very
He's
good.
over there. So, yeah.
It's actually my twin brother. I wanted to introduce you all to.
Now, you have the Kirtan guide, Lochan Prabhu?
Yes.
You have it, Kirtan guide. And Amanda, we have to give you a link. We're going to send you a link. Hare Krishna, Sajan, Can you hear us, Sajjan Prabhu? Can you hear us?
Parece que no escucha.
Last time we had difficulty with the sound also in India for some reason.
Okay. I think the video is frozen.
Yes. So Amanda, if you'd like to follow us, we're going to sing some bhajans from India. This is a class on Bhakti Yoga. And we're going to have some discussion, reading. And any questions you have, you can ask anytime. Don't be embarrassed or afraid or shy to ask any questions, okay? Because this will all be new for you, I think.
Yes, I'm very open to it and
Okay, good.
yes.
Yeah, Bhakti Yoga.
Really quick, these links, should I download both of these?
We're gonna, the first one is the kirtan guide that we'll sing from first, and then later on in the class we'll probably read the book, which is the second link.
Harinanda Prabhu, ¿tiene la guía de kirtan?
Sí, Prabhu, sí lo tenemos.
Perfecto, muy bien. Okay. Estaba preguntando si tiene este libro.
How is your wife, Lochan Prabhu, and the other baby?
Hannah, yes, they are both fine.
Anna, yes.
Hannah, yes. I will ask her to bring Hannah maybe a little bit later today.
Okay.
But they are fine. Thank you so much for asking.
Very nice. So we'll have, I think we should, I don't know if Anupriya, did he come in?
She usually comes a little later.
Okay, Oma Devi. She's in India?
She is in India, yes.
Devahuti is not here yet. No, where's the Maha Mantra and the Chaitanya Mantra or Panchatattva Mantra? Or Amanda, she follow it there?
En este libro hay unas canciones con las cuales hablamos de eso. Se les contamos. ¿Cómo? ¿Qué ejemplos? Están en todas partes.
Lo siento.
Si nos caemos.
Lo siento.
Oye, espérate, sacó una pica.
Lo siento.
So Shanta Maharaj had a very beautiful festival in Nishringapali yesterday. A lot of pictures on the Facebook. Harinanda was gracious enough to post a lot of nice pictures. And Shantamaraj also, and Jadagopal, and Mahaprabhu Das. Look very nice. Shamaguri. And where's the other devotees from? Brazil, they're coming? Nalini and Srimati, yes. Where are they? They
You want
coming?
me to translate that, Maharaj?
Yes.
Ok, estoy preguntando por los devotos de Brasil, si sabemos si van a asistir hoy.
No lo sé, pero le puedo escribir un momento a ellos. Le
He
voy a
doesn't know,
escribir.
but he will write them right away.
Okay.
He also said that Shanta Maharaj had a festival, él también dijo que Shanta Maharaj tuvo un festival ayer y que subió unas fotos muy bonitas en su perfil de Facebook por si quieren entrar a verlas.
Muchas gracias. Sí, ayer las vimos y estuvimos un ratito, incluso en el festival por vía Zoom, pero estaba el internet malo.
Okay. They saw the pictures of the festival. They were in Zoom a little bit yesterday, but the connection was quite poor. They had several problems with it.
Did you see any of those pictures, Lochan Prabhu?
No, I didn't see. I haven't been to Facebook today or yesterday, but I will look at them later today. Yeah.
I think they're on Krishna Keshav. I'll put it on his page.
Okay.
Le estoy escribiendo, pero no están conectados ahorita.
Okay. He's writing to them, but they're not online right now. The messages are not going through. So maybe it's a problem with the
Dandavat Mahaprabhu.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat. What's that? Huh? Oh, Sajan Prabhu, is that you? Dandavat? Very bad audio.
Dandavat Mahaprabhu. Dandavat Mahaprabhu. I need your blessings, Mahaprabhu.
Hare Krishna, Dandavats. Dandavat Sajan Prabhu.
There is network problem here, Mahaprabhu.
I see. That's unfortunate. Yeah, at least we got a couple of words, huh? And we think we have problems here, but in India it's worse, huh? Very difficult. So let's have a kirtan. Now I think Krishna Kesava wrote some of the words on the songs we're going to sing first.
Okay.
If you see that, where's that on the comment section?
Okay.
First is the prayer of Panchatattva. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita, Gadadhar, Sri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda. And then the next one is the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. These are two songs we're going to sing. Then a few other words. Krishna Kesava, you want to lead?
Krishna Kesava Prabhu ha puesto un contenido en el chat. Por ejemplo, tenemos un link para la guía de Kirtan, un link para el Prapanna Jivanamrita, el Panchatattva, que está ahí para poderlo cantar más tarde, y también el Mahamantra, también para poder seguir.
Ya les avisé a los devotos de Brasil, ¿vale? Y
¿Perdón?
muchas gracias. Ya les logré avisar a los devotos de Brasil de la reunión.
Okay.
Y gracias por la información.
He managed to contact to reach the people from Brazil, and he's awaiting for a reply.
Yeah, we just saw their name come up. No, let's wait. If they can join, see if they can join it. We can have kirtan together. Haribo, Dandavad.
Dhanyavad. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Nalini Devi, Srimati Devi, Hare Krishna. Now that Nalini and Srimati are from Brazil. So next to you is Amanda. And she also speaks Portuguese.
Oh, here I go.
So you can talk to her in your language.
Bye.
Hi. Okay.
Hi is international.
Prazer em conhecê-la.
¿Qué?
Prazer em conhecê-la. Prazer em conhecê-la. Nice to meet you.
Sim. Okay. You too.
Yes, and also Nalini and Srimati, did you do not know Lochan Prabhu, who's there with his daughter, Emma, Princess Emma?
Dhanyavad.
Dandavad. Nice to meet you. Dandavad.
All right, so I think Krishna Kesava is going to start the kirtan.
Vamos a empezar con kirtan.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Yadvaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Bhakta Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Nitai Gora Haribo, 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 Nitai Gora Haribo.
Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo.
Nitai Gora Haribo, 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 Nitai Gora Haribo.
Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev,
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Dev, Gurudev, Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Gora Pramanandi Hari Haribo.
And Jai Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, Srila Acharya Dev Ki Jai. Jai Srila Bhakti Nishkam Santa Maharaj Ki Jai.
Jai,
Gyan Muni Maharaj Ki Jai.
Jai,
Jai Samaveda Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. All
Jai,
glories to the assembled devotees. All glory to the worldwide devotees. Jai
Jai,
Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Jai Gaur
Jai.
Premanandi Hari Hari Hari
Haribo.
Jai Lord Chandas Prabhu, Hayananda Prabhu, Aditi Nandan Didi, and Priyatama Didi, Bhagavati Didi, Priyadakshina Didi, Srimati Didi, Nalini Didi, and Amanda Didi, and who else?
Sajan.
Sajan Prabhu, and Emma Didi. Hare Krishna and Krishna Keshava Prabhu Ki Jai.
Jai Om Vishnu Pad Paramahamsa Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj Ki Jai.
Hare Krishna. Okay. Thank you very much.
Dandavat Mahaprabhu. Dandavat Mahaprabhu. Jai. Jai.
Dhanyavad, dhanyavad. Now, page Agina 38. 38.
38. Oh, very good. Yeah. Nice, Maharaja. Página 38.
38. Gracias, Prabhu.
38. Amanda, do you see that page? On the Kirtan guide. It says Vandana. What we're going to do is read the Sanskrit. Underneath there's the English translation if you want to follow what we're saying. Okay. Vandeham Shri Guru
Shri Guru,
Shri
Shri Yuta Pada Kamalam,
Shri
Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Scha, Shri Rupam, Sagrajatam, Sagana Raghunathanvitam, Tam Sajivam, Sadvaitam, Savadhutam, Parijana Sahitam, Krishna Chaitanya Devam, Sri Radha, Krishna Padam, Sahagana Lalita, Shri Vikanvitam, Umagana Sindranasya, Jana Shalakaya, Chakshun Militam Yena, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Puja Shri Guru Varga Vandita, Mahabhavanditaya Sada, Purvaparya Parampara, Pachalita Pragya Pramurta Krite, Bhakti Nirmala Nijarhasya, Nivritam Samakshakam Sadaram Vande Shri Gurudevam Ananta Shira Chaya Varyanijam Asapurukam Uruganar Ashisha Sambhushitam Chincha Chincha Samasta Veda Nipunam Shrirupa Patananugam Purnam Vidamudvalam Bharatanum Bhaktiyanvitam Sundaram Vande Vishwagurun Chadidya Bhagavat Nohi Puja Pradam Devam Divyatanum Suchanda Bharanam Valarkachelanchitam Sandrananda Puram Seraka Varanam Vairagya Vidyan Buddhim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Shibhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Varam Vande Tam Subhada Miraka Saranam Yashishwaram Sridharam Sri Siddhanta Saraswati Vidito Gorya Guranraye Bhatto Banariva Prabhata Gagane Sankirtanai Maya Bharat Mingolo Dagatan Udrati Jivhani Man Krishna Prema Subhadikahan Shukam Pradapabum Tambaje Namo Gokishwaraya Bhaktavaduta Murtaye Gaurangi Padma Bringaya Radha Baba Nishevine Vande Bhakti Vinodam Shri Gora Shakti Swarupakam Bhakti Sastraja Samajam Radha Rasa Sudanidim Gaurabhaja Shikasheshar Vaishnavai Vandya Vigraham Jagannatha Prabhum Bande Prema Vrindrida Vaishnavam Vanchakapa Tribhyascha Kripa Sindhu Vyeva Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Panchakapa Tribhyam Bhaktarupa Swarupam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakti-Shaktikam Namo Mahabharanaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Trishe Namaha Jayatam Sarator Pangor Mama Manda Matergati Matsavasa Parambojo Radhamadana Mohano Divyadvindanya Kalpa Jumadha Shrimad-Ratna Gada Simhasanasto Shri Gandharva Srila Govinda Devo Kristali Bi Sevinano Smarami and Rasa Rasa Rambi Vamsivata Tatasita Karshan Venu Siner Gopir Gopinatha Shri Estuna Vrindanai Tosi Devyai Priyai Kesavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Kade Devi Satyavatyai Namo Namaha Atanatra Mantra Gurun Bhagavata Tatam Vyasan Jagat Gurunatva Sujayamutiraye Jai Satarka Shri Guranga Gandhar Govinda Sundar Padmanam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Swami
Nityananda,
Nityananda,
Sri
Sri
Advaita
Advaita
Gadadhar,
Gadadhar,
Srivasadi
Shivasari
Gaura
Gaura
Bhakta
Bhakti
Vrinda.
Vrinda.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare.
Jai Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, Srila Acharya, Srila
Hare
Bhakti Swami Sat
Rama,
Maharaj
Hare
Ki
Rama.
Jai. Krishna Giri Govardhan Ki Jai.
Jai,
Jai Samaveta Bhakti Vrinda Ki Jai. Jai Go Premanandi. Hari 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 Ro. Krishna. What happened? Oh. So these are the prayers we sing. Vandana means prayers. Prayers we sing to the different saints. Huh? Froze, everything froze. There you are. These are the prayers we sing to the saints and our teachers.
What page, Maharaj?
Next page is 1616.
Okay. Siguiente página 16.
Page 16. Who knows this song?
Yeah.
Or like
Yasumati Nandana Braya Varanagara Gokula Ranjana Kana
Yasomati Nandana Vrajabharanagara Gokula Ranjana Kana
Gopi Paranana Manofara Gopi Paranana
Anam Hadana Manohara Kaliya Dhammadidana Alaharina Mamiya Vilasa
Nanagara Vara. Vamsivadana Suvasa. Majaraja Nanda Godana Rakoya. Madhava
Navinata Taskara
Nanda
Gopala Yamuna Tatachara Gopi Vashanahara Rasa Rasika Kripa Moya Davananatha Bara Rati Vinodashraya Krishna Krishna Hare Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nita Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nita Gaura Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. The connection wasn't so good. It's hard to hear that one. All right.
Escuchar difficult.
And then, let's see. Page 58.
Página 58.
58. Ariananda likes when I speak Spanish. Alini Devi, would you like to sing?
Yes, yes. You can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Yes, I'll go.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Ohe Vaishnava Thakura Doyara Sagara Edase Corona Kori.
Hey Vaishnava Thakura Rasagara He Karuna Kori
Iya Pada Chaya Sodohe Amaya Tomara Charana Dori.
Diya Pada Chaya Sudhaya Maya Tomara Charana Dari
Jaya Vegadami Jaya Dosa Shoji Jaya Guna Dehadashe
Jaya Vigadami Jaya Dosa Shoji Jaya Guna Dehadase
Jaya satsanga Deha he amare Baseshi sangerase.
Jaya satsanga Deha he amare Bhasishe Sangera Ase
Ekaki amara Nahi pai bala Harinama sankirtane.
Ekaki amara Nahi paya bolo Harinama Sankirtane
Umi kripa kari Radhabindu jia Deha Krishna namadane.
Tumi kripa kari Radhabindu diya Deha Krishna namadane
Krishna se tomara Krishna jite para Tomara sakatiya che.
Krishna se tomar, Krishna di se para, Tomara shaka diache.
Amito Kangala, Krishna Krishna Boli, Daitava Pache Pache.
Amita Kangala, Krishna Boli, Pache Pache.
Amidava Tava Pache Pache.
Amidaitava Pache Pache.
Krishna Dana Paverashe, Daitava Pache Pache.
Krishna Dana Pavarase, Daitava Pache Pache.
Tu me dila Krishna Jite Pa.
Tumidile Krishna Dite Para.
Krishna Tomari Dayedam, Tu me dilo Jite Paro.
Krishna Tomar Hridayerdan, Tumidile Dite Para.
Krishna de Bar Shakti Dara, Tu me dilo Jite Para.
Krishna Deva Shakti Da, Tumidile Dite Para.
Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Haribol, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribol.
Jai Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So how are you both? How are you both doing there? Missing Shamaguri and everybody.
What? Can you, please, the sound is not coming. Could you please repeat, please?
The sound doesn't come so
Sound
well.
isn't coming so clear. Sorry. Okay.
Maharaj is asking how you are both doing since Shamaguri, Jadu Gopal, and Mauricio all left.
Yes, it's kind of happy because they are doing it, but you, with Rimachi and Rasheshvari, the things is slowly going. Yes.
Okay, good.
Rasheshvari is a good cooker and a good friend. Yes.
Jai.
Very nice. She's saying, please ask her to send the Navad. She cannot join with us.
This is Rajeshwari. She can't join.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Rajeshwari is a good cook, but she can't join right now, so she's sending her dandavats.
Okay. Then let's see. Age 65, Nitai.
Página 65. 65.
65. Puri Ananda. Would you like to say? Oh, that's good. Yes, that'll be better.
Okay.
We could hardly hear.
Pada Kamala, Koti Chandra Susitala, Jaya Jagata Yudaya.
Nitai Pada Kamala, Koti Chandra Sushitala, Ya Jagata Judaya.
Heno Nitai Benevai, Radha Krishna Paitenai, Dirja Kori Dara Nitai Pa.
Hey
He
Nani
Nani Vine Bhai, Radha Krishna Poitenai, Dridha Kori, Dharanitaye Rakhai.
Esa bandana hiyara, virta jana yelotara, sei pasu bada durashara.
Shri Sambandha Nahiyara, Vrita Janma Gilathara, Sei Pashu Bhada Durachara.
Nitana mulyo muke, majila sansara suke, ida kule tikori vedara.
Taina Balila Mukhe, Majila Samsara Shuke, Vidya Kule Kikari Betara.
Matahare matahaina, nitai pada pasaria, asayere saja korimani.
Ahankare Mata Hoina, Nitai Pada Pasoria, Asatyere Satya Korimani.
Nitaya karuna have, Braya Radha Krishna pave, Dara nityayer sharandukani.
Nitaye Karuna Habe, Radha Krishna Pave, Dharanitaye Sharandukani.
Nitaya sharandaja, Tahara sevaikanija, Nitapada sada korasa.
Nitaye Charana
Satya Tanhara Seva Kanitya Nitai Pada Sadakara Asa.
Jaya Nitai, Jaya Nitai, Jaya Nitai, Jaya Nitai,
Jaya Nitai, Jaya Nitai, Jaya Nitai, Jaya Nitai.
Amanda, could I ask you to read the English? Would you like to read the English of that song? English translation? Do you mind doing that?
I'm still,
Still too new at this?
yeah, I think so. Although I would love to.
If you like, you can try reading the first verse in English. Cooling like 10 million moons.
Nitai?
Nitai song, yes. It says cooling like 10 million moons, that part.
Should I just read it?
Yes, just read it. You don't have to sing it.
Cooling like 10 million moons, Nitai's lotus feet soothe the world with their shade. O brother, without Nitai, you cannot reach Radha Krishna. Firmly grasp Nitai's feet.
Yes. Do you think you go to the next one?
The life of one who had no connection with Nitai passed in vain. Such an animal is very wicked. What we're learning, aristocratic birth due for one who is immersed in worldly pleasures and never called aloud Nitai.
Very nice.
You want me to go on?
Yes, please.
Maddened with pride, Forgetting Nitai's feet, I accept untruth as truth. When Nitai bestows his mercy, you will reach Radha Krishna in Raja. Grasp Nitai's feet.
And one more.
Nitai's feet are truth, and his servants are eternal. Always aspire for Nitai's feet. Narottam is very sad. When Nitai, make me happy. Keep me beside your reddish feet.
Yeah, the author of this song is Narottam Das Thakur, Srila Narottam Das Thakur. He was a very great saint, very great teacher in India, and a disciple of Nityananda Prabhu. That's why he's singing about Nitai. Nitai means Nityananda, and Nityananda was the name of Narottam Das Thakur's guru. It was the guru of Narottam Das Thakur. So he's praying to his guru actually, and he's saying that without guru, I have no hope of learning or knowing anything about the absolute. And by his strength and his faith and his encouragement and by his mercy, we can gain everything. Otherwise, without that strength of Guru, we really are on our own and we don't know what to go and how much, where to go and how to do it. And we're always diverted by so many other things that we can't concentrate on the real things, real importance in our life. So he's praying like this, Nityananda. Gaur Haribol.
Maharaj, do you want me to translate that in Spanish?
Yes.
Okay. Esta oración fue escrita por Srila Narottam Das Thakur en honor a su gurú. Y lo que nos está hablando es simplemente que sin la guía de gurú es extremadamente complicado transitar este camino terrenal. Es lo que está comentando Maharaja.
Thank you. Thank you, Lord John Prabhu. Lord John Prabhu ki jai.
Jai.
Then,
Sajjan Prabhu, can you please mute your microphone? We're getting a lot of noise from your phone.
I think he's having a hard time knowing what is muted.
Krishna Keshavadas Prabhu, if you are the admin of this group, you may be able to mute the mic yourself.
With the phone, the option doesn't come up. I tried. Oh. Sajjan, yeah, your sound.
Oh, he disconnected.
Okay. Then, what page is, I don't have it here. Chaitanya, is that, Gauranga, is Gauranga Bolite Habe here in here? Page 113.
113?
Ah, yes.
Página 113.
Your sound is better now, Sajjan. Thank you.
Page 113. Oh, yes. Gauranga Bolite Habe Pulaka Siddhir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Srimati Devi,
my voice is reaching
you
there.
know this song?
Thank you.
Yes, Sajjan's voice is coming through now.
I would like to sing a small bhajan, Mahaprabhu. Can I be?
Please say.
He would like to sing a small bhajan.
Oh, wait, 1 minute. Prabhu, we're going to sing this one bhajan first. Srimati Devi, do you know this? Gauranga Bolite Habe?
No.
Don't know that one? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'll sing. Again. May I sing? Gauranga Bolite Habe Pulaka Sharir Hari Hari Bolite Nayane Vabe Nira Goranga bolite habe
Pulaka
Pulakasari
Sari
Hari
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 Bolite
Bolite
Nayane
Nayane
Rabe
Rabe
Nira
Nira
Arakabe Nitai Chanda Karuna Koribe Samsara Vasana More Kabe Tu Chabe
Arakabe Nitai Chanda
Karuna
Karuna
Karibe
Karibe
Samsara
Samsara
Vasana
Vasana
More
More
Kabe
Kabe
Tu
Tu
Chabe
Chahabe
Vishaya Chadia Kabe Surahabe Mana Kabe Hama Hariba Sri Vrindavana Vishaya
Saya
Chadia
Chandiya
Kabe
Kabe
Surahabe
Sudhabe
Mana
Mana
Kabe
Kabeha
Hariba
Maheraba
Sri
Sri
Vrindavana
Vrindavana
Rupa
Rupa
Raghunatha
Raghunatha
Pade Oibe Akuti Kabe Hama Bujaba Seyugala Piriti Rupa
Rupa
Raghunatha
Raghunatha
Pade
Pade
Abe
Haibe
Akuti
Akuti
Kabe Hama
Kabehama
Bujiba Se
Bujahabete
Yugala
Yugala
Piriti
Periti
Rupa Raghunatha Pade Rahumora Asa Partana Karaye Sada Narotamodas Rupa
Rupa
Raghunatha
Raghunatha
Pade
Pade Rahu
Rahumora
Mora
Asa
Asa
Partana
Patana
Karaye
Karaye
Sada
Sada
Narotamodas.
Narotamadasa
And we'll sing the first line again. Goranga
Goranga
bolite
Bolite Habe
habe pulaka sharir Hari Hari bolite nayane vabe nira
Goranga
Goranga bolite
Bolite
habe
Habe
pulaka
Pulaka
sharir
Sarir
Hari
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 bolite
Bolite
nayane
Nayane Habe
Vabenira.
Nira
Lochan Prabhu, would you like to read the English?
Yes, Maharaj.
Did Emma fall asleep?
No, she's getting a little bit sleepy, but she's fine.
Okay.
She just keep poking my eye with the crown. That's fine. Voy a leer la traducción al inglés. Ustedes pueden, no sé si lo tengan en español. Pueden seguir.
En inglés, pero más o menos así leído sí entiendo un poquito.
Okay, perfect. So, when will the hairs on my body stand on end as I chant Gauranga? When will tears pour from my eyes as I chant Hari Hari? When will Nitai Chat be merciful to me? When will my worldly desires become insignificant? When will my mind give up all worldliness and become pure? When will I behold Sri Vrindavan? When will I long for Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunath's feet? When will I understand the divine couple's love? May my aspiration be at the feet of Sri Rupa and Sri Raghunath. Narottam Dasa always prays in this way.
Oh, Haribo, Haribo. want to sing? Page 97.
Página 97.
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari
Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari
Jaya Gopi Janaballabha Jaya Giri Varadhari Jaya Giri Varadhari
Jaya Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana
Jaya Yasodanandana Raja Jana Ranjana
Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana
Jaya Yashodanandana Jaya Vraja Jana Ranjana Jaya Vraja Jana Ranjana
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari
Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradhari Jaya Girivaradhari
Jaya Gopi Janaballabha Jaya Giridvaradhari Jaya Giridvaradhari
Jaya Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana
Jaya Yashodanandana Jaya Brajajana Ranjana
Yashodanandana Vraja Jana Ranjana
Yashodanandana Jaya Brajajana Ranjana Jaya Brajajana Ranjana
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Jai Radha Madhava Jai Guru Dev Jai Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai.
And one more, page 165.
Página 165.
I would like to say.
You might say that you would like to sing.
Okay. Hi.
Hari Harai Nama Krishna Jadavaya Namaha.
Hari
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha
Jadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Gopala Govindaram Shri Madhusudana.
Gopal Govindaram Sri Madhusudan.
Giridhari Gopinatha Madana Mohana.
Girihari Gopinath Madana Mohana.
Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra.
Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra.
Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gora Bhakta Vrinda.
Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Rupa Sanatana Bhatara Gunata.
Jaya Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath.
Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatha Dasara Gunata.
Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath.
Echaya Gosani Kori Charana Vandana.
Echai Goshani Kari Charana Bandhan.
Jaha Hoiti Vignanas Abhishta Purana.
Yaha Hoite Vignanas Abhishta Puran.
Echai Gosani Jara Munitara Dasa.
Echai Goshani Aram Muitara Dasa.
Tansabara Padare Numora Panchagrasa.
Tasvara Pararenu Mora Panchagrasa.
Tandera Charani Sevi Bhakta Sanivasa.
Tandra Charana Sevi Bhakti Sanivasa.
Janame Janame Mora Ei Abilasa.
Janame Janame More Abhilas.
Echai Gosani Jabi Vraje Kailavasa.
Echai Goshani Abhi Vraje Kailavas.
Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Karila Prakasha.
Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Karya Prakash.
Anandi Bala Hari Bhaja Vrindavana.
Ananda Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan.
Shri Guru Vaishnava Padi Majaya Mana.
Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Madhya Aman.
Shri Guru Vaishnava Pada Padma Kariyasha.
Shri Guru Vaishnava Pada Padma Kariyas.
Nama Sankirtana Kahi Narotama Dasa.
Hari Rama Sankirtana Kahe Narottama Das.
Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva.
Jaya Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva. Deva Jaya Guru Deva.
Jai Shri Narottama Das Thakur ki Jai.
Jai.
Thank you. Okay. Then we will go to our next book, Sri Prapanna Jivanamrita.
Ahora el libro Prapanna Jivanamrita.
Where was we left off? I think it's page 98.
Página 98.
And the bottom of the page, text number 12.
Al final de la página.
Prapanna Jivanamrita by Srila Bhakti Rakshak Goswami Maharaj. Amanda, do you have that book? Yes, okay. So we've been speaking about the different chapters of this book, containing the 6 limbs, discussion about the 6 limbs of surrender from different points of view, from the view of the Shastra, scriptures, from the words of the Lord, from the words of the devotees, and to see how they all contribute to this conception of Sharanagati. And the different branches of Sharanagati, we're now talking about the branch of embracing the Lord's guardianship, the guardianship of the Lord. Why am I hearing her echo? Oh, your mic. Sorry. Embracing the guardianship of the Lord. Of course, this is an initial stage, preliminary stage. That's why devotee doesn't ask for the Lord's protection. In a higher stage, he wants to protect the Lord, serve the Lord. Lochan Prabhu, do you think you can translate that?
It's a lot that I can...
Too much?
Yeah.
Okay.
Particularly the names, they're quite
okay, let me start again. All right. This book is a book, mostly I'm saying this for Amanda because the others know this already. So this book is a book about Sharanagati. Sharanagati means surrender. Surrender means to surrender to the Lord. Everyone has their sense of independence, free will. But nobody really has the sense of God and how to surrender to God. God means the supreme Lord, the Lord over all. And to surrender to God is a different idea for most people. We all think we can go along freely, whatever we want to do. And to surrender to the will of the Lord, that seems like a very strange conception. Anyhow, this book is about that, how to surrender to the Lord and the different ways that one can go about doing that in one's life. And the present chapter is about how to accept the guidance of the Lord in one's life and the different prayers that the devotees offer to the Lord in pursuit of that goal. So here, for instance, is in this verse is a prayer by Sri Chaitanya Dev, actually. And he's saying, in text 12 of page 98, you see at the bottom, he's saying, Vraja Lilasya Sri Krishnasya Palaktvam Prabhavamayam Dadi Matananindayus Chakta Nidraha Prabhate Nibrita Padam Agram Balavinam Pravishata Mukha Kamala Shamarir Shamarir Ashuniva Paya Dipan Kalavita Navanita Patu Mam Bala Krishna. The most powerful protection is afforded by Sri Krishna, the Lord of divine pastimes in Vrindavan. I think, Lochan, they have the Spanish version of this book, so they may be able to read it in Spanish without you having to translate it.
Okay, I can just explain what you said about the book, about the nature of the book. They know it, right?
They should, but you can explain it.
Okay. Al principio, silencio. Sorry, I can't. Let me just deal with Emma and I'll be back right away. So
okay.
Apologies, yes.
Okay, so Mahaprabhu is saying the most powerful protection is afforded by Sri Krishna, the Lord of divine pastimes in Vrindavan. We know that in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhavo atas sarvam pravartate iti matvam bhajanti mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. He says, everything, I am the source of everything. Everything comes from me. So we understand from when Krishna speaks the Bhagavad Gita that he is speaking as a supreme personality of Godhead. And he's telling us, telling people of the world, that if you'd like to know about it, I am the source of everything. Krishna is saying he is the source. Lochan, you want to translate that much?
Yes, now I think I can.
Okay.
Al principio Maharaja estaba comentando cuál es la razón y la naturaleza de este libro para beneficio de nuestra hermana Amanda, que apenas se está uniendo. Entonces simplemente estaba explicando de qué se trata el libro, qué significa Prapanna Jivanamrita. Y en este primer verso se habla de lo que es necesario para poder acercarnos a Krishna cuando vamos empezando este camino de Krishna. Entonces es lo que ha explicado hasta ahora.
So especially for Amanda, I want to say that and if you look up in the dictionary, the word God, and you'll see the meaning is that he is the creator of everything, the creator. So this creator is called God in the Bible. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells us that he is the supreme Godhead and everything is coming from him. The whole creation of the material and spiritual planes are coming from him.
Okay. Y también para beneficio de Amanda, le está comentando que si uno, por ejemplo, busca en el diccionario la palabra Dios en inglés, el significado es aquel del cual todo emana. Y eso también es una traducción muy parecida de la palabra Krishna, aquel que todo emana, tanto espiritual como material.
So in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna speaks directly to us. God speaks directly to the people. He says, I am God. He tells us directly like that. I am creating everything coming from me. And your duty is to surrender to me and serve me. I am the source of everything. Then you have to obey me, listen to me, and try to please me. This is your duty.
Okay. Y en el Bhagavad Gita, Krishna simplemente nos está diciendo, yo soy Dios y todo lo creado emana de mí. Y tienes que hacer esto, esto y esto para rendirte, para ceder ante mí.
So it's a very unusual book, Bhagavad Gita, because Krishna is directly speaking to others and he's without any politics. He's telling exactly the way it is, the way his relationship to us is constructed.
Y algo que llama la atención del Bhagavad Gita es que Krishna, Dios, está hablando directamente con nosotros sin cuestiones políticas y sin darle, sin desviaciones. Es directamente con nosotros y nos está indicando cuál es el camino para acercarnos a él.
So it's kind of refreshing in that way. Krishna tells directly, face to face, what is what.
So the Bhagavad Gita is the narrator is Krishna?
Yes. Bhagavad Gita, at the word Bhagavad Gita, the title, Bhagavad Gita. Gita means song, to say, or song. And
The
Bhagavad means Bhagavan. Bhagavan is the name of God. Bhagavan means Bhagavan. Bhaga means opulence. And Van means possessor. That one who possesses all opulences, his song, his words, Bhagavad Gita, the song of the opulent one, the song of God.
Amanda pregunta si el Bhagavad Gita trata de Krishna y Maharaja afirma que sí, que de hecho el nombre Bhagavad Gita significa la canción de Krishna o la canción de Dios, la canción del que todo provee, del que tiene todo, del que no necesita nada.
Yeah. So here, in this verse, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is an avatar of Krishna, is one of the incarnations of Krishna, one of the incarnations of God. He came about 500 years ago. He's telling us this. He said, the best, most powerful protection is given by God, by Krishna.
Y en este verso que estamos leyendo en estos momentos, fue escrito por Sri Chaitanya, quien es un avatar de Dios, una encarnación de Dios, y nos está diciendo que la protección más poderosa nos las concede Shri Krishna.
So in Bengali, there's a saying, Krishna Mare, Krishna Rag, what is it? Krishna Rage Marina, Krishna Mare Ragina. Means if Krishna wants to kill you, no one can save you. If Krishna wants to save you, nobody can kill you.
Y nos explica unas palabras en bengalí que, bueno, lamentablemente no puedo repetir porque no me las sé, pero significa, si Krishna quiere matarte, nadie te puede salvar. Y si Krishna quiere salvarte, nadie te puede matar.
In this way, he's considered the most powerful protection. So here he's talking now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is talking about some of the pastimes of the child Krishna in his childhood. The child Krishna, who awakening by the sound of butter churning stealthily enters the homes of the cowherd ladies, swiftly blows out the lamps with the breeze of his lotus mouth and devours the fresh butter. May he kindly protect me. This is, they know this, the Spanish is written there in the book. So this is talking about something very unusual in the Bhagavatam, the great literature concerning Bhagavatam means about the character of Bhagavan, the character of God. That God has all the activities in his pastimes that we find in this world. All the activities we find in this world are found in his world also, but in a transcendental and divine way. Our activities are mundane, but his activities are transcendental. Yet, the activities of this world are just a reflection of the activities that are found in the divine world. Right? But a reflection that is perverted, just like when you look at the reflection in the water, the trees look upside down. The people are standing on their heads, things like that. The reflection is the upside down version of the real, of the world that is being reflected. So in the same way, the spiritual world, everything is there. And this world is just an inverted or perverted reflection of that world, because we do everything here for our own personal pleasure. There, in the spiritual, everything is done for Krishna's pleasure.
Todas las actividades de este mundo también las podemos hallar en el mundo de Krishna, sin embargo, en el plano trascendental. Las actividades de este mundo es un reflejo pervertido de lo que realmente pasa en el plano trascendental. Es como cuando una persona observa el reflejo en un lago y ve los árboles invertidos, las montañas invertidas. Similarmente, este mundo es un reflejo invertido o pervertido de lo que sería equivalente en el mundo trascendental, puesto que todo lo que se hace aquí se hace para nuestro propio beneficio y por nuestro propio deseo.
So just like in this world, children may be naughty sometimes. In that world also, Krishna, as a child, is very naughty. He goes to the different houses and steals butter from the ladies. Of course, they live in Vrindavan, where Krishna lives as a child. Lives a very simple life, a cowherd life, life of cowherd men and women. Cowherd means they take care of the cows. We call them cowboys in the West, but in India and in Vrindavan rather, in the higher planes of spiritual life, Krishna also lives with the cowboys and cowgirls. They take care of the cows. And those who take care of the cows, they churn butter from the milk of the cow. They churn the butter and they hang it in a pot on the ceiling so the monkeys can't get it. Anyhow, Krishna would go to those.
I came back, right?
Now you're back, yes. You froze for a moment and then went down completely. So, yes, sorry.
Go to the houses of those cowgirls, our cowgirls, and he would steal the butter with those pots.
Sorry, Maharaj, I think you are muted. Your microphone is muted, so we are listening through the phone. Now we can hear, yes.
Has it been muted the whole time?
No, it was just after you came back, after this little blackout. So this is just 5 seconds.
Okay.
Right.
So this is discussing that pastime.
Yeah.
When Krishna would go and steal butter from the cowherd girls, just like an ordinary boy in this world might do that. In the spiritual world also, Krishna has that type of pastime. That's why we find it here in this world. Nothing can exist in this world that does not have its first existence there. It told in some places that we are made in the image and likeness of God. You heard that before? We are made in the image and likeness of God. So it's not that a human being, human form of life, is some accident, that somehow we came from giraffes or monkeys or whatever. It's a special form, and it comes from God. All right.
Sí, en este verso se habla de los pasatiempos de Krishna cuando era pequeñito, en la cual robaba mantequilla o manteca, viviendo en Vrindavan. Era una vida muy sencilla, como campesinos o granjeros, y que eso mismo se puede hallar en este mundo, puesto que es un reflejo, y todo lo que pasa en primera instancia en el plano trascendental se repite en el plano material. Y Maharaj, what was the last part you said after talking about
we are made in the image and likeness of God.
Y puesto que somos hechos a imagen y semejanza de Dios, la forma humana no es un error, no es una casualidad, como otros afirman que fue algo que proviene de los monos u otros animales similares, ¿no? A la forma humana.
So that requires great knowledge to understand how that is. What is the relationship between this life and that higher world? And that is called transcendental knowledge, or divya. And we acquire that through reading the scriptures, hearing from the Guru, hearing from the saints, and practice of devotional endeavors in our life. And then these things will gradually become known to us and realized by us also.
Y este tipo de conocimiento puede llegar a ser bastante complicado. Por eso este tipo de conocimiento se conoce como conocimiento trascendental. Y dado su complicación, es por eso que tenemos todas estas escrituras en las cuales podemos paulatinamente tener acceso a este conocimiento trascendental.
Okay. So I don't expect anyone to understand these immediately, but by study and meditation, gradually these things will become clear, how the whole thing is created, how it is all working, and how we have a relationship with that higher reality.
Maharaj?
Okay, you can read the next part. No, don't worry about it. Go get it. I'll drink some water while you read. It's okay. I'll be all right.
Okay, I'm going to translate that little part you said at the very end. Just
Okay.
one moment, please. El Maharaj no espera que todos entiendan las escrituras de golpe, que es un proceso paulatino que por supuesto se puede mejorar gracias a la práctica del canto de los nombres de Dios y la meditación.
And in this next verse, number 13, Krishna is, meant to encourage us even more in this process of surrender. Yeah.
Y en el siguiente verso nos dice más acerca de este proceso de rendirse a Dios, en el verso número 13.
Bye. You're doing a very good job, Lochan Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Sarvatra yogyata hinasyapi pratav anadhikarona dharma nistosmi na chatma vedhi na bhaktimam stvak charana rarvinde akinchano nanya gati sharanya tvatpada mulam saranam prapadye by Sri Yamuna Charasya. Even a totally unqualified person is not unfit to surrender. O Supreme Refuge, I am not religious. I do not know the nature of the soul, nor have I any devotion for your holy lotus feet. Therefore, I am bereft. I am bereft of all good, and I am bereft of any other shelter. Such as I am, I surrender unto the dust of your lotus feet. Sri Yamunacharya.
You don't need any qualification to surrender. What are you saying here? Someone comes with a gun and says, stick him up. Okay, I surrender. Doesn't require any qualification.
Rendirse ante Dios no es necesario ninguna cualificación. Simplemente se hace. No es que alguien venga con una pistola y te diga, oh, ríndete.
Understand? Surrender requires that you just give up your independent, separate thinking, and you will listen to what is being told from that person who has the upper hand. So God has the upper hand. That's the meaning of God. And we have a relationship to that. And not unpleasant and not a terrible kind of relationship. It's a very loving and beautiful relationship. Go ahead, Lord Chan Prabhu.
Yes. Eso rendirse implica ceder ese pensamiento separado. Can you repeat, please, Maharaja, the last part?
It's a very loving and beautiful relationship. We don't have, it's not a forced relation.
Okay.
We have a very loving and beautiful relationship.
Y lo bueno de esto es que es una vez que se establece relación con Cristo, es una relación completamente amorosa, es no forzada, se puede decir que es casi natural.
The problem is we live our lives as if there is no God, as if we can just do whatever we want, and we don't think about God at all. That is wrong.
El problema es que vivimos como si no hubiera Dios. Vivimos como si, tomando decisiones por nuestra propia cuenta y para nuestro propio beneficio.
There's God, and we have a relationship. And that is the most important relationship. And people in the ordinary world, they never think of that. So someone has to come and tell us about these things, remind us about these things.
Pero hay un Dios y existe una relación de nosotros con ese Dios. Sin embargo, las personas de este mundo no saben, la mayoría de ellos no saben de esta relación y tiene que venir alguien a volvernos a recordar de esta relación que tenemos con Dios.
Those people who have the relationship with God, they can explain to us in detail what does that mean and how to establish that relationship in our own lives.
Aquella gente que sí sabe de esta relación, que sí tiene esta relación, es la que viene a explicarnos, a enseñarnos cómo restablecer esta relación con Dios.
And they may have established that relationship not immediately, but through education and training under the direction of Guru Dev.
Y nos ayudan a restablecer esta relación de manera progresiva y paulatina con estudio, con entrenamiento y con la guía de Guru.
And that can be learned from those who have undergone that process, and they're telling us also how we can undergo that process and achieve that same understanding.
Y este proceso puede ser llevado a cabo por aquellos que ya han vivido exitosamente este proceso y nos guían a través de cada paso de este proceso para que nosotros también seamos capaces de vivir este proceso tal como ellos lo han hecho.
Just as we are doing here, we are reading the holy books, hearing them from one another and from the teacher, and then learning in this way, taking these things into our heart and applying them in our life.
Y por ejemplo, aquí en este momento estamos leyendo de libros sagrados, oyendo el comentario y las enseñanzas del maestro y también nuestras opiniones. Y ese es un proceso como el que se ha estado hablando en momentos anteriores. Es el proceso del que estaba hablando Maharaja.
Okay, not difficult, not so difficult. Takes time, no doubt, but we have a process. We follow the process called Bhakti Yoga.
No es difícil, pero en muchas ocasiones puede llegar a tomar tiempo. Es un proceso. Se llama Bhakti Yoga.
So any question?
¿Alguna pregunta?
No? Then you will do this? You will take up this process in your life?
I feel that I have taken this process for a while, but but it doesn't end, you know.
Doesn't end.
Doesn't end.
Yes. Very
So
nice.
the end of my life.
Está preguntando la hermana Amanda si se anima a ser parte de este proceso junto con nosotros. Y la hermana Amanda parece que sí. Sí lo va a hacer.
So he's very nice. Oh my goodness. And so many calls, huh? All right, next. Text number 14. Sri Bhagavata Kripa Valokanam Evashraya Datritvam Aviveka Gananda Dinamukhe Bahuda Sanata Santara Dukkha Varshini Bhagavan Bhava Durdine Pata Shalitam Mam Avalokayachutta Sri Yamuna Charya Yasya. The shelter of the Supreme Lord is awarded by his merciful glance. O Lord, spreading darkness in all directions, the clouds of ignorance are constantly raining multifarious calamities. I have lost my way in the storm of material suffering. O infallible Lord, kindly cast your glance upon me. Oh. Who can escape this material world? Only one who has the mercy of Krishna. Who has the mercy of God in their life? And they can escape this world. No one can do it on their own, by their own effort.
Maharaj dice, ¿quién puede escapar de este mundo? Solo aquel que tiene la piedad y la gracia de Dios.
One who is trying to do that, who is trying to make his way back to Godhead. We know, we can immediately tell this person has the mercy of God, the mercy of the Lord in their life. That is the sign. Those who are trying to make their way back to Godhead, they are the ones who have the mercy of the Lord.
Aquellas personas que están intentando regresar a casa al lado de Krishna son las que sabemos que están recibiendo la piedad y la gracia de Dios.
Otherwise, what is that?
Sajjan is going to leave. It's past midnight.
Okay. Dandavad Sanjana Prabhu. Thank you for joining us. Hare Krishna.
Dandavad Sajan Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. We are blessed by your presence. So one who has the mercy of Krishna can make the way, is trying to make the way out from this world. Just like a man drowning in the ocean. You cannot do anything to save yourself. If you are drowning in the ocean, what to do? In the middle of the ocean, you have no hope. Only you can drown. Some fish will come by and eat you or whatever. But you can't do anything to save yourself. Only if a ship comes by, somebody who is in the boat, they can throw you some life ring, some way to get out, but not on your own. You cannot possibly do it. In the same way, we are suffering, we are floating in this ocean of material existence. How to get out? Only if the Lord sends his servant, someone, to throw the life ring out to us, to show us how to get back to his kingdom. Then we can have the possibility of getting out from that drowning condition.
Solamente mediante la gracia de Dios es que podemos salvarnos. Y pone un ejemplo. Imagínate que estás nadando en medio del océano y una tormenta te hunde y hace que te ahogues. La única forma que hay de salvarse es que repentinamente un barco pase por tu lado y te arrojen un salvavidas y que con este salvavidas te vuelvan a subir al barco y te salves. Similarmente, la única forma de salvarse de este océano material es a través de la piedad y la gracia del Señor, a través de sus salvavidas, que son los devotos y los gurús y los guías.
So Yamunacharya is praying in that way. Oh Lord, I am lost in the midst of so many calamities. Kindly, I'm suffering, and how to relieve myself from this situation. Only by your glance, by your mercy, will that be possible. And the Lord's mercy comes to us in the form of the Lord's devotees.
Entonces, Yamunacharya, en el verso 14, está rezando de una forma similar. La única forma de salvarse de este mundo material es con la mirada del Señor y sus devotos.
This actually happened. I tell you this story sometime. In Texas, they had this massive flooding, and one of the hurricanes there, And this lady was sitting on top of her roof. She was trying to the flooding came so high in her house that the only place that she could get out from the water was on top of the roof. Anyhow, she was on the roof with some of her belongings, and she was praying, "Dear God, please help me," like that. Some rescuers came by, and they said, "Oh, come on, get in our boat. We can take you to safety." And she told them, "No, I'm waiting. I prayed to God. He's going to save me." She would not get in the boat.
Okay. Que hay una historia de una señora, creo que dijo Texas, que había una inundación muy fuerte y la única forma que tuvo de salvarse es subiéndose al techo de su casa. Logró subirse con ellas algunas de sus pertenencias. Y finalmente, cuando se vio rodeada del agua, empezó a rezarle al Señor: "Señor, por favor, sálvame". Unos instantes más tarde llegan rescatistas en un bote y le dicen: "Señora, por favor, suba con nosotros, la llevaremos a un lugar seguro". Y la señora le responde: No, gracias. Le recé al Señor para que venga a salvar.
And so she could not understand that when she's praying for help and somebody comes, that is the mercy of the Lord.
Entonces, ella no entendió que debido a su rezo, las personas que vinieron a salvarla era la piedad y la gracia del Señor.
So we should not ignore the devotees of the Lord. They are the servants of Krishna, and they come to help us, and we should take their help and thereby make our progress back to God, back to home.
Entonces, de la misma forma, no debemos ignorar a los devotos del Señor. Son los rescatistas de Dios y nos vienen a guiar de vuelta a la casa del Señor.
Okay. I think we'll end now. If anyone has, we can ask again if anyone has any comment or question.
Con
Would I last?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Let me just try it. Con esto terminamos. Y si alguien tiene una pregunta o un comentario, adelante.
Yes, Amanda.
I was just going to add that to the last thing you said, that essentially there are no coincidences, is what that means, right? It's
We
all
can
from
say
God.
that. We can say that. It's all planned. All part of a plan. Now they say not a blade of grass moves without the will of the Lord. Not even the blade of grass will blow in the wind without the Lord giving his okay. That is the meaning of God. Meaning of God. You know, so then you say, well, do we have any free will at all? Yes, we have free will. How is it possible? He is in control of everything, but we have free will. Then what does it mean? We can choose to remember him or to forget. If we forget that God is in charge, then what happens? We are controlled by the material laws of nature, karma. Forgetting God's will, we are under control of the material. There, if we do something, some reaction will come, definitely. Just as in the physics, they say every action will produce some reaction. So in this life, every action will produce something. That's Newton's law. So that is also God's law. Every action will produce something. Then, but what can we do? We can either fall victim to the laws of material nature by forgetting God and being swept up by the laws of nature for tossing us this way and that way, or we can remember him. This is our free will. Our freedom is to remember or forget. By thinking of him, whole of our reality will change. When we are acting under the will of the Lord, when we understand that, when we are in touch with that, when we are swept by the current of devotion, of love, swept up in that, there will be a very different type of consciousness, a very different type of life than to be subjected to the laws of nature, the cruel laws of nature. There's another law that is of love, the law of love, the law of the heart. That is also available to us, but we have to make that choice. That is our freedom. We can make that choice to enter that world or to stay in this. I'm sorry. Lochan Prabhu, you have to go through all that.
Yeah, okay, let me try. So, Maharaj daba el ejemplo de que ni siquiera una sola ramita de césped se mueve sin la bendición del Señor. Entonces, cuando uno dice eso, viene la gente que pregunta, ¿y qué hay de libre albedrío? Bueno, en este caso, tenemos dos opciones. Olvidar al Señor o recordar al Señor. Si lo olvidamos, entonces uno se somete a la voluntad de la ley natural, es decir, al karma. Pero si decidimos recordarlo, ese es el libre albedrío, de decidir recordarlo. Y cuando uno lo decide recordar, se envuelve en la corriente de devoción de Dios en conciencia. Y eso hace que uno no se encuentre a merced de las leyes de la naturaleza material del karma.
Yeah, just like today, it's a miraculous how Lochan Prabhu is here. He doesn't usually come. He is here and he can translate. We had no one to translate today in Spanish for us. Usually the person who comes here, Jadagopal, he could not make it today because he's in India traveling. But Lochan Prabhu showed up by Krishna's will, you see. And he came to save us, to provide the solution. Jai Gurudev.
Jai Gurudev. Jai Lochan Das Prabhu ki jai.
It's an honor to serve.
Hare Krishna Jai. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Wonderful to have you here also. So, any other questions, Amandaji? Anyone? Not only you, anyone?
¿Alguna otra pregunta?
Pregunta.
Yes, excuse me. Sripad has a question.
Okay.
Isso de rendição a Krishna tem a ver também com morrer para viver. É esse o sentido, por favor?
I try to translate.
Okay.
If I can't. She's saying that rendition to Krishna means die to live. Is that?
Yes. What is the meaning?
Because she's asking, what is the meaning of die to live?
Die to live. See, as I was telling Amanda, we have a choice. We can be subjected to the laws of material nature, live in that world in which we are subject to the laws of that means whatever we do, there's going to be some reactions, karma. We can live in that world, or we can die to that world and live in the spiritual world of surrender and service of Krishna. There we will be under the law of love, the law of the heart. So we have to choose. Do we want to live in this world, or do we want to die in this world and live in that world? We have already died in that world. Now we are living in this world. Now we have to make the opposite choice, that I want to die in this world and live in that world. That is the meaning, die to live. It means serve. Do I want to serve, or do I want to be served? I want to enjoy. You can explain that to her? Or do you want Lochan to explain? As you like.
But it's in Spanish, so.
I try to explain in Portuguese.
Portuguese, okay.
Yeah,
Good.
but if you can, Prabhu, Spanish, translate in Spanish, please.
Ok. Preguntaban qué significa la frase morir para vivir en términos de Krishna. Entonces Maharaj dice que el significado tiene mucho que ver con lo que explicamos hace un momento. Tenemos la opción de olvidar al Señor y vernos involucrados en acción y reacción, karma. O tenemos la opción de morir a ese mundo de olvido del Señor y vivir en el mundo del recuerdo del Señor y dejarnos envolver por la corriente de devoción de Krishna.
Sim. Muito obrigada. Thank you very much. Gracias.
Gracias. Jai. Anything else?
I just am thankful to be here. Thank you for having me. And it was just an incredible time, and it was good to meet you all.
Thank you. Very nice having you also here. A lot of fun.
Well, I really enjoyed the readings and the singing.
Yes, I saw you
Felt it. I could feel it.
participating. Very nice chanting and everything. We're very happy. Happy to come, and we're here every week. Anytime you like to come, you are welcome. As a member of our family, you can join
Thank you.
anytime. Yes, and thank you all, Prabhus, for your wonderful association. And especially to our Lochan Prabhu, thank you for your great service and your help. That's so much appreciated. You have come at such a valuable time for us. It says when you're a great need and someone comes, then that is really a friend, huh? A friend in need is a friend indeed, they say. You know that saying? You are a friend indeed. We appreciate greatly your help.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm very happy to be back again
Hare Krishna.
and see you all again. Thank you very much for your blessings.
Okay, my humble Dhanavad Pranam. Jai Srila Prabhupada, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, Srila Acharya, Srila Bhakti Niskam Santa Maharaj ki Jai.
Jai.
Giri Govardhan ki Jai.
Jai.
Jai Srila Veda Bhakti Vrinda ki Jai.
Jai.
Premanandi Hari Hari Hari.
Hari Bo. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Sripad Bhakti Madhava Puri Maharaj ki Jai.
Hare Krishna. Tivo.
Muchas gracias, Prabhu, por la traducción. Muchas gracias.
Un placer servirles, hermanos.
Lochan Prabhu is disciple of Srila Acharya Dev.
Ah.
Haryananda Prabhu is...
¿Eh? Sí, somos hermanos espirituales, entonces, que también discípulos. Siempre Yadu Gopal, todos los sábados, nos traduce al inglés, pero bueno, hoy se produce un milagro, como dijo el Maharaja. Thank you, Keshava Prabhu. Happy to see you, and Maharaj, and all devotees. Y bienvenida a la familia, Amanda. Espero que estés a gusto en este camino, en este movimiento. Y no tengo muchas cualificaciones de decirte nada. Mejor dicho, no tengo ninguna. Solamente lo que te puedo decir es que es un camino muy bonito. Hay que tener cierta disciplina, como todo en la vida, hay que tener cierta disciplina, cierto corazón. Pero bueno, como dice el Maharaja, esto es un camino de tratar de tener la una vida sencilla y con la mente elevada. Y con ese pensamiento y la práctica, a pesar de que uno se pueda caer, equivocar y tal, seguir siempre bajo la práctica que dice el maestro espiritual. Fíjate, toda mi familia está practicando un poco, todos estamos intentando practicar un poco, y cuando toda la familia está unida en la práctica de conciencia de Krishna, entonces mucho más bonito, mucho más, nos damos fuerzas uno con otro, y no es que tengamos tantos años en este movimiento, tenemos relativamente poco, pero nos sentimos muy felices y ya no nos interesa estar buscando muchas cosas allá afuera, sino nos mantenemos aquí en contacto, y eso es algo muy bonito, y más que con palabras es con ejemplos, ¿no? de vida que tú puedes ir observando en otros, en los devotos y tal, a pesar de nuestras miserias y de nuestros defectos, pero nos sentimos realmente muy felices, y eso es lo que te puedo comentar a ti. Bienvenida.
He says to Amanda that welcome to our family, that he hopes you feel comfortable in this path, that he may not have many qualifications, but he can share with you that it's a beautiful path, that you need some discipline, but it is achievable, that he's able to share bits of this knowledge with his family, and they are able to put them into practice and to have a better family union and have a better family dynamics. And that is not much about preaching, but to set up an example of behavior from the heart, and the heart to the Lord.
Is a sweetheart. Okay. My Dandavats. Please be well this week.
Mhm.
Keep healthy, happy, and holy. Dandavat.
Dandava.
Andava Maharaj,
Dandava Maharaj.
andava devoto.
Krishna,
Pastor.
bye.